was built in 2010 and it was commissioned. That long building was built in 2010 and was commissioned in 2011. So in 2014, we built this whole building, and of course, recently, during this pandemic, that was when I built that L-shaped structure, which is about 5 classrooms.
Hello. I want all of you to listen. Now, I'm with Gabu, the National Director of the CanSerra Development Organization. Now, I want to be very brief. CanSerra is ahead of the pivot of this very school that we are in. But this year, this very year, it has taken a different dimension, it has taken a different step, out of which we are all gathered here. We want to make this very day a very special day, a historic day, a day we will continue to remember. So we thought it wise that having a program like this, wherein we feed children, wherein we cater to feed children, will be a viable program, wherein people will be energized, people will be happy. There is every zeal that when you are happy, the memory, the mind works properly.
I'm Mrs. Nana Bokari, Deputy Director of Western Rural District, Ministry of Basic and Senior Secondary Education. We are here today for a purpose, okay? Besides the schooling, coming to school every day, today we are here for a special purpose. That is what? In school feeding, okay? We want to say a big thank you to all donors that sponsor this program today. We don't want to make a very long and a boring speech, because you people, you are too eager for the food, not so. Okay? So, we'll just make it short and brief. We know hunger. And when you talk about hunger, it doesn't compromise with education, not so. When you are hungry, you won't be able to study. That is why this facility that is being given to you, we want it to continue.
Hello. Are we ready for the food? Okay, I think this is a happy moment for all of them. Okay, let's pay attention, please. Let's pay attention. Hello. Do you want to eat? Okay, we need 5 minutes right now. Okay? Okay, this is history for CanSerra. So this is the first time we are celebrating school feeding program. And this is something we want to see continue. This is just the beginning, and we hope to continue at least once a week. Or if things continue to flourish, then we might continue maybe 2 or 3 days a week. Yeah, so this is the people. This is Nana Bokari. This is education. So we are launching the school feeding program today at CanSerra School. Then we have Mr. Cecile. district dedicated to free quality education. The CCC district dedicated to free quality education. We have the council representative. To handle food from the boy. People.
He is a Sierra Leonean who lives in Canada, but he is very, very much in this school. Hello? Can we clap for him? For the new classroom he has built. Can we clap for him? When you grow up, please remember, it was one Sierra Leonean who teamed up with Canadians and other donors to be able to build this kind of school and to be able today to have a feeding program. Let's clap for him. I am the director of the Legal Aid Board. Hello? Hello? Children in Legal Aid Board get service for free. So one thing we want is for you people to make use of the free quality education. Can we also clap for the people of Canada? Because if it wasn't for them, we will not be where we are. Can we clap for the Ministry of Education, the Minister and staff? And let us also clap for your board of directors and your teachers. The principal and head teacher of the school. Let's clap for them. All those people who did the cooking today, the meal you have eaten, clap for them. So when you go home, what this school wants you to do is to study. So you can do very well in MPSC, Beke and WAF. Are we ready? Yes! Are we ready? Yes!
I am Alusain Hamja Kazali, the acting principal of CanSerra Community High School. We are having a big day here today, a school feeding program organized by the CanSerra organization, development organization, headed by Mr. Basi Kagbo as the international director and Mr. Will as the national director. We are very much happy with this initiative. It is a startup, and the intention of this program is to attract other donors, other humanitarians, other philanthropists in order to come to our aid and continue with this process. Since CanSerra is located in a local area at Waterloo, we have a huge amount of people who cannot provide for themselves. Well, for now, it is just a start. Well, looking at the vulnerability of some people in class, you see them the whole of the day when they come to school, they are very hungry. Teachers normally ask them, what's the problem? They said their parents do not give them food, neither money to come and buy lunch. They don't have. I want to appeal to whoever is watching this documentary to come to our aid so that we will be able to continue with this process.
Now, looking at the constraints of people in this community and around, we had a view that children should be given support, a little support, because many of them come to school without lunch. And if we should start something like this, it will go a long way. I want to make a wake-up call to international organizations around and to even national organizations that we need your support. We are making a special plea to international organizations that we want to continue with this program. We don't want this program to cease. Now that we have launched it, we want it to continue. And the continuity of this program depends on the support we'll be receiving.
I am Abbas Dauda Conte, a teacher, CanSerra Community High School, Waterloo, Kissi Town. I feel so good when we are talking about education because you cannot learn without having something that sustains your life. So with that regard, if a wonderful program is introduced in this school, I guess it is very much important and it is timely. The teachers as well as the students, they are benefiting in this school feeding.
My name is Melrose Kadibangura, headmistress of the CanSerra Community Primary School, Kissi Town, Waterloo. Well, really the idea of the school feeding program is that we are seeing the children are really struggling for food. So when it is lunchtime, we can see them sitting alone, some of them begging their companions. So it is really heart-rending because they are suffering. So we are asking the government, other NGOs, other donors to step in and support us so that we may continue with this program so that our children will continue to come to school.
My name is Basi Kagbo. I'm the founder of CanSerra Community School and also the international director of CanSerra Development Organization. Today is an important day. For the first time, CanSerra Community School had a school feeding program. So since this school started operation, today is history. CanSerra today started as Friends of Mabure. Can stands for Canada and Serra stands for Sierra Leone. It started with a small group of philanthropists who came together and formed a group in Thunder Bay, Canada. So the director at that time was the late Willa Jones. Willa Jones is a philanthropic icon. She was the chairperson of a refugee sponsoring group called Sleeping Giant. So with that, they have sponsored thousands of refugees from different war-affected countries. I'm also part of the refugees that they've sponsored. So she fell in love with Sierra Leoneans and fell in love with the country. She was the brain behind Friends of Mabure unto a point that she passed away. I just want to say may her soul rest in perfect peace, because if not for her, CanSerra couldn't have been CanSerra today. So in memory of her, I'm continuing to fight this fight to make sure that her plans and what she desired to see happen in Sierra Leone will continue to happen. So then, coming back to the school feeding program, this was initiated by Blaine Hill, the same philanthropist who founded the scholarships for girls at CanSerra School. He is the same philanthropist that initiated this program of school feeding. And today we launched the school feeding program at CanSerra Community School. And CanSerra Development Organization hasn't just built schools, but we have shipped donated items. We've shipped hospital beds, school bags, bicycles, computers, and clothing, soccer gear. We have donated to many places in the country. And this is a trend we want to continue. I just want to say thank you to my partners, because all that you see around today couldn't have come to happen if not my able partners. I won't forget my wife, my Binti Miriam Bangura. I couldn't have been here up to this time if not because of her support. So I want to say thank you for your support and your continuing support to make sure that we continue to make a difference in this country. This school feeding that we've introduced today is something that is so dear in the hearts of not only Blaine Hill who initiated it, but it's something that I've thought about several years ago, but I'm happy that today it has come to happen. Our desire is to see a one-shift system at CanSerra Community School, but this will never happen without your support. So we are calling on NGOs. We need a hall building. We need a vocational center. We need other infrastructures so that CanSerra Community School will have more buildings wherein the two-shift system that is existing right now will be eliminated to one-shift system. And our desire is to see this happen within now and next year. So we are calling on all NGO partners within the Ministry of Education to come to our aid. We are calling on philanthropists all around the world to come to our aid. CanSerra Development Organization is a young organization, but very transparent and accountable. So we are calling on you to come and support us so that we'll continue to develop not only this community, but other places around Sierra Leone. Education is our priority, and we want to make sure that every child has the opportunity to come to school. That's why we are introducing this school feeding program again, so that those kids that are sitting at home because their parents can't provide lunch for them will have the opportunity to come and get education.